Some of the brightest stars like Chadwick Boseman, Aaliyah, and Jean-Michel Basquiat left us too soon, leaving behind legacies that still inspire. What makes their stories so unforgettable even after their final act? 1. Chadwick Boseman, 1976-2020. Chadwick Boseman was a once-in-a-generation talent who captivated audiences with his powerful performances and magnetic presence, from playing real-life icons like Jackie Robinson in 42 and James Brown in Get On Up to his unforgettable role as King T'Challa in Marvel's Black Panther. Chadwick's career was a celebration of Black excellence and resilience. His portrayal of T'Challa in Black Panther was groundbreaking, offering the world a superhero who represented strength, intelligence, and heritage. The movie wasn't just a blockbuster, it was a cultural phenomenon that gave millions of people a sense of pride and belonging. What made Chadwick's journey even more remarkable was his relentless dedication to his craft while privately battling colon cancer. Diagnosed in 2016, he kept his illness a secret, continuing to act in physically demanding roles during his treatments. Films like Da 5 Bloods and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, where he delivered raw, emotional performances, were created during some of the most challenging periods of his life. His courage and work ethic were truly inspiring. 2. Aaliyah, 1979-2001. Aaliyah Dana Houghton was more than just a singer. She was a cultural icon who changed the landscape of R&B music in the 1990s. With her angelic voice, unique style, and undeniable talent, she became a household name at an early age. Aaliyah's debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, set the stage for her meteoric rise. Her follow-up albums, One in a Million, and her self-titled final album, showcased her growth as an artist and solidified her place as one of the most influential musicians of her time. Her collaborations with producers like Timbaland and Missy Elliott introduced a fresh, futuristic sound that shaped the future of R&B. In addition to her music career, Aaliyah made a successful transition to acting, starring in films like Romeo Must Die alongside Jet Li. Her performance in the movie was widely praised, and she even contributed to its soundtrack with the hit song Try Again. Aaliyah's charisma on screen hinted at a promising film career that was just beginning to unfold. 3. Bernie Mac, 1957-2008. Bernie Mac was a comedic genius who could light up any room with his larger-than-life personality and razor-sharp humor. Born Bernard Jeffrey McCullough in Chicago, Bernie's journey to stardom was far from easy. He started performing stand-up comedy in local clubs while working odd jobs to make ends meet. His big break came with his appearances on HBO's Def Comedy Jam, where his fearless and raw comedy won over audiences. Bernie's talent extended beyond stand-up comedy. He became a beloved actor, starring in films like Ocean's 11 and Guess Who. His most iconic role, however, was playing a fictionalized version of himself in The Bernie Mac Show. The show, which ran from 2001 to 2006, was both hilarious and heartfelt, earning him multiple awards and cementing his legacy as one of the greatest comedians of all time. Bernie had a unique ability to make people laugh while also touching on real-life struggles, making his comedy relatable to millions. Sadly, Bernie Mac passed away on August 9, 2008, at the age of 50 due to complications from pneumonia. His death was a devastating loss for the world of entertainment. Bernie had a rare gift for making people laugh, even during difficult times, and his work continues to bring joy to audiences around the world. His legacy lives on through his unforgettable performances and the laughter he brought to so many. Bernie Mac wasn't just a comedian, he was a storyteller who used humor to connect with people on a deeply human level. 4. Tupac Shakur, 1971-1996. Tupac Shakur was more than just a rapper. He was a poet, activist, and voice for the voiceless. Known for his powerful lyrics that tackled social injustice, racism, and inner-city struggles, Tupac became one of the most influential figures in hip-hop. Albums like Me Against the World and All Eyes on Me showcased his storytelling ability, blending raw emotion with a deep understanding of the human condition. Songs like Dear Mama and Changes remain timeless anthems of hope and resilience. Beyond music, Tupac was also a talented actor, starring in films like Juice and Poetic Justice. His on-screen presence was as magnetic as his music, proving that his talent knew no bounds. Tupac's ability to connect with people through his art made him a cultural icon whose influence extended far beyond hip-hop. On September the 13th, 1996, Tupac died at the age of 25 after being shot in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. His death shocked the world and remains shrouded in mystery, fueling countless conspiracy theories. Despite his untimely passing, Tupac's legacy endures. He left behind a body of work that continues to inspire, challenge, and uplift listeners. Tupac's life was a testament to the power of art to spark change, and his voice remains as relevant today as it was during his lifetime. 5. Whitney Houston, 1963-2012. Whitney Houston was a musical powerhouse whose voice could move mountains. Known as The Voice, Whitney's incredible talent earned her 6 Grammy Awards and countless accolades. Her debut album, Whitney Houston, became the best-selling debut by a female artist at the time, featuring hits like Greatest Love of All and How Will I Know. Whitney's rendition of I Will Always Love You from the Bodyguard soundtrack remains one of the best-selling singles of all time. In addition to her music career, Whitney shone as an actress, delivering memorable performances in films like The Bodyguard and Waiting to Exhale. Her success in both music and film made her one of the most influential and celebrated artists of her generation. 6. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, 1971-2002. Lisa Left Eye Lopez was the fiery and fearless member of the legendary girl group TLC. Known for her vibrant personality and undeniable talent, Lisa brought energy and edge to hits like Waterfalls, No Scrubs, and Creep. She wasn't just a rapper, she was a creative force, writing lyrics and contributing to the group's unique sound. TLC became one of the best-selling girl groups of all time, and Lisa's artistic vision played a massive role in their success. Outside of music, Lisa was passionate about self-discovery and helping others. She was known for her honesty and openness, never shying away from the challenges she faced. Her personal life, including her tumultuous relationships, often made headlines. But Lisa used these experiences to fuel her art and inspire others. She also pursued solo projects, releasing her album Supernova, and worked to mentor young artists. Lisa's life was tragically cut short on April 25, 2002, when she died in a car accident in Honduras at the age of 30. She had been in Honduras for a spiritual retreat, searching for peace and clarity. Her death was a devastating loss for her fans and the music industry. Lisa's legacy remains strong through TLC's music and the impact she made as a trailblazing artist. Her vibrant spirit, talent, and fearless pursuit of her truth continue to inspire fans worldwide. 7. Michael Jackson, 1958-2009. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, was a global icon whose influence on music and culture is unmatched. With hits like Thriller, Billie Jean, and Beat It, he redefined what it meant to be a superstar. His album Thriller remains the best-selling album of all time, and his groundbreaking music videos set a new standard for creativity and storytelling. Michael wasn't just an entertainer, he was a visionary who used his talent to break barriers and bring people together. From his early days with the Jackson 5 to his legendary solo career, Michael's impact was felt around the world. His innovative dance moves, like the moonwalk, became iconic, and his humanitarian efforts showed his deep care for people and the planet. Michael's influence extended far beyond music, inspiring countless artists and shaping the landscape of pop culture. On June 25, 2009, Michael passed away at the age of 50 due to cardiac arrest caused by a lethal dose of prescription drugs. His death was met with shock and heartbreak as fans around the globe mourned the loss of a legend. Despite the controversies and challenges he faced in life, Michael's music and artistry continue to resonate with audiences of all ages. His legacy is one of unparalleled talent, creativity, and a deep commitment to making the world a better place. 8. Phyllis Hyman, 1949-1995. Phyllis Hyman was a powerhouse vocalist whose rich, soulful voice could stir emotions like few others. Known for her jazz and soul classics, Phyllis captivated audiences with hits like You Know How to Love Me and her performances in Broadway's Sophisticated Ladies. Her music was deeply emotional, often exploring themes of love, heartbreak, and longing. Phyllis had a way of connecting with her audience, making her songs feel personal and universal at the same time. Born in Philadelphia, Phyllis began her music career in the 1970s and quickly made a name for herself with her striking voice and commanding stage presence. She earned a Tony Award nomination for her work in Sophisticated Ladies and became a respected figure in the jazz and R&B communities. Despite her success, Phyllis faced struggles with depression and personal challenges throughout her life. On June 30th, 1995, Phyllis tragically took her own life at the age of 45. Her passing was a heartbreaking loss for her fans and the music world. Phyllis left behind a legacy of unforgettable music that continues to touch hearts and souls. Her voice, full of depth and emotion, remains timeless, reminding us of her incredible talent and the strength she brought to her art. 9. Paul Robeson, 1898-1976. Paul Robeson was a man of many talents, a singer, actor, athlete, and activist who used his platform to fight for social justice. Known for his deep, resonant voice, Paul became famous for his performances in films like The Emperor Jones and Showboat. His rendition of Old Man River remains one of the most iconic performances in music history. But Paul's influence extended far beyond entertainment. He was a trailblazer who fought tirelessly for civil rights and equality. Born in Princeton, New Jersey, Paul was a brilliant student and an outstanding athlete, earning a scholarship to Rutgers University. He later attended Columbia Law School, but chose to pursue a career in the arts, where he quickly gained recognition for his talent. Paul was also a fierce advocate for social justice, using his voice to speak out against racism, colonialism, and oppression around the world. On January 23, 1976, Paul passed away at the age of 77 due to complications from a stroke. His death marked the end of an extraordinary life dedicated to art and activism. Paul's legacy as a pioneer and advocate for justice continues to inspire new generations. He was more than a performer, he was a force for change who used his gifts to make the world a better place. 10. Donny Hathaway, 1945-1979. Donny Hathaway was a soul music legend whose voice could convey a world of emotion. Known for classics like A Song for You and This Christmas, Donny's music was a blend of passion, artistry, and authenticity. His duets with Roberta Flack, such as Where Is the Love and The Closer I Get to You, remain timeless masterpieces. Donny's ability to infuse his music with raw emotion made him one of the most respected and beloved artists of his time. Born in Chicago and raised in St. Louis, Donny showed a natural talent for music from an early age. He attended Howard University on a scholarship and began his career as a session musician before stepping into the spotlight as a solo artist. His music often reflected his deep spirituality and his connection to the human experience, making it resonate with listeners on a profound level. 11. Minnie Riperton, 1947-1979. Minnie Riperton's voice was as unforgettable as it was unique. Best known for her hit song Lovin' You, her incredible 5-octave range and distinctive whistle register made her a standout artist of her time. The song, written for her husband and often associated with her daughter Maya Rudolph, became a timeless classic and a symbol of romance. Minnie's music wasn't just beautiful, it was deeply emotional, with lyrics that resonated with audiences worldwide. Minnie was born in Chicago and started her career as a backup singer for iconic acts like Stevie Wonder. Her solo career took off in the 1970s, and she quickly became one of the most beloved voices in soul and R&B. Tragically, Minnie was diagnosed with breast cancer at a young age. Despite her diagnosis, she continued to perform and inspire others with her resilience and optimism. On July 12, 1979, Minnie passed away at just 31 years old. Her death was a devastating loss for the music world, but her legacy lives on through her timeless songs. Minnie Riperton's voice remains a beacon of beauty and love, continuing to touch hearts decades after her passing. 12. Sam Cooke, 1931-1964. Sam Cooke was more than a singer. He was a pioneer whose soulful voice became the soundtrack of the civil rights movement. Songs like A Change Is Gonna Come and You Send Me captured the hopes, struggles, and emotions of an entire generation. With his smooth vocals and heartfelt lyrics, Sam became one of the most influential figures in American music history. Born in Mississippi and raised in Chicago, Sam started his career singing gospel before transitioning to secular music. His ability to blend gospel roots with pop sensibilities made him a crossover success, earning him the nickname the King of Soul. Sam was also a savvy businessman, founding his record label and publishing company to gain control over his music. On December 11, 1964, Sam's life was tragically cut short when he was fatally shot at a motel in Los Angeles under controversial circumstances. He was just 33 years old. Despite his untimely death, Sam's music and legacy continued to inspire new generations. His voice, full of hope and longing, remains a powerful reminder of the enduring fight for equality and justice. 13. Marvin Gaye, 1939-1984. Marvin Gaye was a musical genius whose smooth vocals and thought-provoking lyrics made him one of the most iconic artists of all time. From soulful love songs like Let's Get It On to socially conscious masterpieces like What's Going On, Marvin had a unique ability to connect with listeners on a deeply emotional level. His music wasn't just entertainment, it was a reflection of his soul and the world around him. Born in Washington, D.C., Marvin started his career as a session drummer before becoming a Motown star. His collaborations with Tammy Terrell, such as Ain't No Mountain High Enough, remain classics to this day. But it was his solo work, especially his groundbreaking album What's Going On, that solidified his place in music history. 14. Gregory Hines, 1946-2003. Gregory Hines was a tap dancing legend who brought joy and artistry to every performance. With his graceful moves and charismatic presence, Gregory was a master of his craft, blending traditional tap with contemporary styles. His work in films like The Cotton Club and White Nights showcased his incredible talent, while his Broadway performances earned him a Tony Award. Born in New York City, Gregory started dancing at a young age alongside his brother Maurice. The two performed as a duo before Gregory went on to have a successful solo career. He wasn't just a dancer, he was also an accomplished actor and singer, demonstrating his versatility as an entertainer. On August 9, 2003, Gregory passed away from liver cancer at the age of 57. His death was a heartbreaking loss for the arts community, but his contributions to dance and entertainment continue to inspire. Gregory Hines wasn't just a performer, he was a pioneer who brought tap dancing to new heights, leaving a legacy that will be celebrated for generations to come. 15. Florence Ballard, 1943-1976. Florence Ballard was a founding member of the Supremes, one of the most successful girl groups of all time. With her rich, powerful voice, Florence played a crucial role in the group's early success, delivering hits like Baby Love and Where Did Our Love Go? The Supremes became global sensations, breaking racial barriers and setting the standard for girl groups that followed. Born in Detroit, Florence grew up singing in church and dreaming of stardom. She formed the Supremes with Mary Wilson and Diana Ross, and the group quickly rose to fame under Motown Records. Despite their success, Florence faced personal and professional struggles, including conflicts within the group and issues with Motown management. 16. Heavy D, 1967-2011. Heavy D, born Dwight Arrington Myers, was the life of the party in the hip-hop world. As the frontman of Heavy D and the Boys, he gave us hits like Now That We Found Love and Is It Good to You? His smooth flow, infectious energy, and ability to mix feel-good vibes with meaningful lyrics made him a beloved figure in music. Heavy D wasn't just about rap, he brought soul, dance, and fun to every track, making him a standout in the genre. He was born in Jamaica and moved to Mount Vernon, New York, as a child, where he discovered his love for music. In addition to his rap career, Heavy D was an actor, appearing in films like The Cider House Rules and TV shows like Boston Public. He had a natural charisma that shone on screen, just as it did on stage. Beyond his career, he was known for being kind-hearted and full of life, a true friend to those who knew him. 17. Patrice O'Neal, 1969-2011. Patrice O'Neal was a comedic powerhouse with a razor-sharp wit and an unapologetic sense of humor. Known for his stand-up specials and appearances on shows like The Office and Chappelle's Show, Patrice had a unique ability to tackle tough topics with intelligence and humor. He wasn't afraid to say what was on his mind, and his honesty made him a favorite among comedy fans. Born in Boston, Patrice got his start in stand-up comedy in local clubs, quickly gaining a reputation for his fearless approach and hilarious takes on relationships, society, and human behavior. He appeared on Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn and was a regular guest on The Opie and Anthony Show, where his sharp commentary often stole the spotlight. Patrice also had a softer side that came through in his comedy, revealing his deep understanding of people and the world around him. On November 29, 2011, Patrice passed away at the age of 41 due to complications from a stroke. His death was a huge loss for the comedy world, as his voice was one of a kind. Patrice left behind a body of work that continues to resonate with fans, reminding us of the power of laughter and the importance of staying true to yourself. 18. Diahann Carroll, 1935-2019. Diahann Carroll was a trailblazer in every sense of the word. As the first Black woman to star in her primetime TV series Julia, she broke barriers and paved the way for generations of Black actresses. Her elegance, talent, and presence made her a star, whether she was on stage, screen, or television. Diahann's performances in shows like Dynasty and films like Claudine showcased her incredible range as an actress. Born in the Bronx, Diahann started her career as a singer before transitioning to acting. She won a Tony Award for her role in the Broadway musical No Strings and earned an Academy Award nomination for Claudine. Her work wasn't just about entertainment, it was about representation and showing the world that Black women could be complex, dynamic, and glamorous. On October 4, 2019, Diahann passed away from breast cancer at the age of 84. Her legacy is one of courage, grace, and groundbreaking achievements. She showed the world what was possible and inspired countless artists to follow in her footsteps. Diahann Carroll will always be remembered as a true icon and a pioneer in entertainment. 19. Eazy-E, 1964-1995. Eazy-E, born Eric Lynn Wright, was a pioneer of gangsta rap and a founding member of NWA, known as the Godfather of gangsta rap. Eazy-E helped revolutionize hip-hop with raw, unfiltered lyrics that reflected the harsh realities of life in Compton. Tracks like Boys in the Hood and albums like Straight Outta Compton changed the game, making NWA force to be reckoned with in music and culture. Eazy-E wasn't just an artist, he was a businessman. He co-founded Ruthless Records, helping to launch the careers of many other artists. His charisma and fearless attitude made him a standout figure in the group, and his influence extended far beyond his music. He was instrumental in bringing West Coast rap to the forefront of the hip-hop scene. On March 26, 1995, Eazy-E passed away at the age of 30 due to complications from AIDS. His death shocked the music world and highlighted the importance of HIV awareness. Despite his untimely passing, Eazy-E's impact on music and culture remains undeniable. He was a trailblazer who helped shape hip-hop into what it is today. 20. James Baldwin, 1924-1987. James Baldwin was a literary giant whose words continued to resonate with readers around the world. As a novelist, playwright, and essayist, Baldwin explored themes of race, identity, and social justice with unmatched depth and eloquence. Works like Go Tell It on the Mountain and the Fire. Next Time are timeless reflections on the Black experience in America. Born in Harlem, Baldwin grew up in a challenging environment but found solace in reading and writing. He moved to France in the 1940s to escape the racism of the United States and to focus on his craft. His writing often drew from his own life experiences, making his work deeply personal and universally impactful. Baldwin wasn't just a writer, he was a voice for change, unafraid to speak truth to power. 21. Prince, 1958-2016. Prince was a musical genius who redefined the boundaries of creativity and artistry. From his groundbreaking album Purple Rain to his genre-defining hits like When Doves Cry and Kiss, Prince's music was a blend of funk, rock, pop, and soul that captivated millions. He wasn't just a performer, he was a pioneer who embraced individuality and challenged societal norms. Known for his flamboyant style, enigmatic persona, and unmatched talent, Prince's presence on and off stage was magnetic. On April 21, 2016, Prince passed away at the age of 57 from a fentanyl overdose. His death was a shock, leaving fans mourning the loss of a true icon. Prince's legacy lives on through his vast catalog of music and his impact on the industry. He was more than a musician, he was a revolutionary who reminded the world that creativity knows no limits. 22. Jean-Michel Basquiat, 1960-1988. Jean-Michel Basquiat was a revolutionary artist whose work blurred the lines between street art and fine art. Emerging from the graffiti scene in 1980s New York, Basquiat became a prominent figure in the neo-expressionist movement. His paintings, often layered with text and symbolism, tackled themes of race, identity, and social justice. Works like Untitled, 1981, and Hollywood Africans highlighted his perspective as a young black artist navigating a world dominated by whiteness. Basquiat's rise to fame was meteoric. He started as a graffiti artist under the name Samo and quickly gained attention for his raw, emotional art. By his early 20s, he was exhibiting in prestigious galleries and collaborating with icons like Andy Warhol. Despite his success, Basquiat struggled with addiction and the pressures of fame. 23. Dorothy Dandridge, 1922-1965. Dorothy Dandridge was a trailblazing actress and singer who shattered racial barriers in Hollywood. Best known for her Oscar-nominated performance in Carmen Jones, Dorothy became the first black woman to be nominated for Best Actress at the Academy Awards. Her elegance, beauty, and talent captivated audiences, making her a symbol of possibility in an era of segregation. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, Dorothy began performing as a child with her sister in the Dandridge Sisters. Her transition to acting was groundbreaking as she took on roles that challenged the stereotypical portrayals of black women in film. Despite her success, Dorothy faced racism and limited opportunities in Hollywood, often struggling to find roles that matched her talent. 24. Oscar Micheaux, 1884-1951. Oscar Micheaux was a pioneering filmmaker who laid the foundation for black cinema in America. As the first major black filmmaker, Micheaux wrote, directed, and produced over 40 films, tackling complex themes like race, identity, and social injustice. His debut film, The Homesteader, 1919, was an adaptation of his novel and marked the beginning of a prolific career. Born in Metropolis, Illinois, Micheaux worked as a Pullman porter and homesteader before venturing into writing and filmmaking. He founded his own production company to tell stories that reflected the black experience, offering an alternative to the racist depictions in mainstream films like The Birth of a Nation. Movies like Within Our Gates and Body and Soul addressed issues like lynching, segregation, and systemic racism, making Micheaux a voice for change. 25. Nate Dogg, 1969-2011. Nate Dogg was the undisputed king of hooks in hip-hop. With his smooth baritone voice, he elevated songs like Regulate by Warren G and The Next Episode by Dr. Dre into unforgettable hits. Nate's unique ability to blend soulful melodies with hard-hitting beats made him a standout figure in the G-Funk era of West Coast rap. Born Nathaniel Dwayne Hale in Long Beach, California, Nate grew up singing in church choirs, which shaped his signature sound. He rose to fame in the 1990s as a key collaborator with artists like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Tupac Shakur. His contributions to tracks were often the highlight, bringing a sense of soul and rhythm to the genre. 26. Lorraine Hansberry, 1930-1965. Lorraine Hansberry was a groundbreaking playwright whose work forever changed American theater. Best known for her play A Raisin in the Sun, she was the first black woman to have a play produced on Broadway. The story, which explores the struggles of a black family trying to improve their lives in a racially divided society, resonated with audiences across racial lines and earned Lorraine critical acclaim. It remains a timeless piece of literature and an important commentary on race and identity in America. Born in Chicago, Lorraine grew up in a family deeply involved in the fight for civil rights. Her experiences with housing discrimination inspired the themes of A Raisin in the Sun. Lorraine wasn't just a playwright, she was also an activist, using her voice to advocate for social justice and equality. Her intelligence and passion for change made her a prominent figure in the cultural and political landscape of her time. 27. John Singleton, 1968-2019. John Singleton was a visionary filmmaker who brought the raw realities of life in South Central Los Angeles to the big screen. His debut film, Boys in the Hood, made history in 1991 when he became the youngest person and first black filmmaker to be nominated for the Best Director Oscar. The film, which depicted the challenges of growing up in a gang-ridden neighborhood, was both a critical and commercial success, cementing John's place as one of Hollywood's most important voices. Born in Los Angeles, John was inspired by the stories around him. He used his films to address social issues, creating thought-provoking narratives that resonated with audiences. From Poetic Justice to Higher Learning and Baby Boy, John's work consistently explored themes of identity, race, and community. He also mentored young talent, helping launch the careers of stars like Taraji P. Henson and Tyrese Gibson. 28. Ernie Davis, 1939-1963. Ernie Davis was a football legend who broke barriers and inspired millions. As the first black player to win the prestigious Heisman Trophy, Ernie's achievements on the field were historic. A standout at Syracuse University, he led his team to victory in the 1960 Cotton Bowl, earning MVP honors and national recognition. His talent, humility, and perseverance made him a role model both on and off the field. Born in New Salem, Pennsylvania, Ernie grew up facing the challenges of racism and poverty. Despite the odds, he excelled in sports, earning a scholarship to Syracuse, where he became a trailblazer in college football. His achievements didn't go unnoticed, and he was drafted first overall by the Cleveland Browns in 1962. Unfortunately, Ernie never got the chance to play professionally. 29. Esther Rolle, 1920-1998. Esther Rolle was a beloved actress who brought warmth, strength, and authenticity to her roles. Best known for her portrayal of Florida Evans in Good Times and Maude, Esther's characters were a reflection of her values. She often chose roles that depicted Black women with dignity and resilience, breaking stereotypes and providing a voice for working-class families. Born in Pompano Beach, Florida, Esther was the 10th of 18 children in her family. She initially pursued a career in social work before turning to acting, eventually studying at the prestigious New School for Social Research in New York. Her breakthrough role came as the no-nonsense maid in Maude, which led to her starring role in Good Times. Off-screen, Esther was an advocate for education and often spoke out about the need for positive representation of Black families in media. 30. Corey Hawkins, 1988-2023. Corey Hawkins was a talented actor who left a lasting impression with his powerful performances. Known for his role as Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton, Corey brought depth and authenticity to his characters, earning critical acclaim for his work. He also shone in roles on stage and screen, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Born in Washington, D.C., Corey studied at the Juilliard School, where he honed his craft before stepping into the spotlight. His career quickly took off with roles in projects like The Walking Dead and the Broadway revival of 6 Degrees of Separation. Corey's ability to bring intensity and humanity to his performances made him a rising star in Hollywood. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. Did you know that some of the biggest stars in music, TV, and film are Black LGBTQ+ icons who've reshaped pop culture? From Emmy-winning actors to Grammy-winning singers, these trailblazers have broken barriers while staying true to themselves. You might recognize names like Billy Porter or Lil Nas X, but what about historic legends like Ma Rainey or rising stars like Justice Smith? 1. Billy Porter. Billy Porter's journey from Broadway to global stardom is nothing short of legendary. Known for his unmatched fashion sense, powerhouse performances, and advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights, Porter has cemented himself as an entertainment icon. His breakthrough came on Broadway with Kinky Boots, earning him a Tony Award for Best Actor. But it was his unforgettable portrayal of Pray Tell in Pose that turned him into a household name. His character's vulnerability and resilience echoed Porter's real-life fight for LGBTQ+ representation in media. Off-screen, Porter's fashion choices have redefined red carpet culture. Who could forget his show-stopping tuxedo gown at the Oscars? It wasn't just a fashion statement, it was a cultural moment, a bold declaration of self-expression. Beyond the glitz and glamour, Porter has shared deeply personal stories about his struggles as a Black gay man in Hollywood. He even revealed his HIV-positive status in 2021, showing strength and vulnerability. With an Emmy, Grammy, and Tony under his belt, Porter continues to inspire millions by living his truth unapologetically, proving that being yourself is the most powerful role you can play. 2. Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean is more than just a musical genius. He's a symbol of authenticity and resilience. When Ocean burst onto the scene with Nostalgia, Ultra in 2011, his soulful sound and poetic lyrics captured the music world's attention. But it was his deeply personal Tumblr letter in 2012 that shattered stereotypes. Ocean shared a heartfelt story about his first love, a man redefining what it meant to be a black male artist in the hyper-masculine world of R&B and hip-hop. His groundbreaking album Channel Orange followed, earning Grammy nominations and praise for its emotional honesty. Tracks like Thinking About You and Bad Religion explored unrequited love and inner turmoil with a rare vulnerability. Ocean's openness made waves in an industry that often shunned LGBTQ+ narratives. His next album, Blonde, only deepened his artistic legacy, blending genres while staying true to his introspective style. Though Frank Ocean keeps a low profile, his music continues to resonate, proving that being true to oneself is the most revolutionary act. His bravery opened the door for countless queer artists, forever changing the landscape of modern music. 3. Lena Waithe. Lena Waithe is the definition of a trailblazer. As a writer, producer, and actor, she has carved a unique path in Hollywood, unapologetically amplifying Black queer stories. Waithe made history in 2017 when she became the first Black woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Comedy Writing for her Master of None episode Thanksgiving. The episode, based on her own coming out experience, was both groundbreaking and deeply personal. Waithe didn't stop there. She went on to create and executive produce hit shows like The Chi, 20s, and Boomerang, each showcasing diverse perspectives rarely seen on TV. Her characters are complex, flawed, and real, just like life itself. Off-screen, Waithe has become a voice for LGBTQ+ rights and Black representation in media. Her fearless approach to storytelling challenges stereotypes while opening doors for the next generation of creators. With her signature style, often rocking a bold suit and fresh fade, Waithe redefines what power looks like in Hollywood. She's not just telling stories, she's rewriting the narrative, proving that authenticity is the greatest superpower. 4. Todrick Hall. Todrick Hall is a creative force like no other. His rise from American Idol contestant to global multimedia star is a testament to talent, grit, and relentless creativity. After making a splash on American Idol, Hall turned to YouTube, where his dazzling musical parodies and original productions went viral, earning millions of views. Hall's work is a vibrant celebration of LGBTQ+ culture, blending music, dance, and storytelling in ways no one else does. His visual albums, including Straight Outta Oz and Forbidden, are Broadway-level spectacles showcasing his immense talent and personal journey. His choreography has been featured on RuPaul's Drag Race, where he became a fan favorite. What makes Todrick truly remarkable is his refusal to fit into any box. His flamboyant fashion, infectious energy, and fearless self-expression have earned him a loyal fan base. He's been open about the challenges he's faced as a Black gay artist, but never let adversity dim his shine. Todrick Hall's career is a masterclass in perseverance, creativity, and living authentically. He's not just entertaining the world, he's inspiring it. 5. RuPaul Charles. When you hear the name RuPaul, one phrase comes to mind: you better work. RuPaul Charles has been the face of drag culture for decades, transforming what was once a subversive art form into a celebrated global phenomenon. His hit TV show RuPaul's Drag Race has launched countless drag careers while winning multiple Emmy Awards and captivating millions of fans worldwide. But RuPaul's story didn't start on TV. In the 1980s, he performed in New York City's drag scene before breaking into the mainstream with his hit single, Supermodel, You Better Work, in 1993. His fierce style, wit, and charisma made him an instant icon. Through Drag Race, RuPaul has championed LGBTQ+ visibility, using humor and heart to educate the world about acceptance and self-love. Behind the glamour is a savvy business mind. RuPaul has built an entertainment empire from music and makeup to books and talk shows. His famous mantra, "If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else?" resonates far beyond the drag world. RuPaul didn't just change pop culture, he redefined it, proving that authenticity, talent, and a bit of glitter can conquer the world. 6. Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe is a visionary artist who has always marched to the beat of her drum. Known for her genre-blurring music, futuristic style, and fierce individuality, Monáe has been redefining art since her debut. While her music was already celebrated, Monet made headlines in 2018 when she came out as pansexual in a Rolling Stone interview, calling herself a free-ass mother, asterisk, asterisk, asterisker. Her groundbreaking album, Dirty Computer, was a love letter to individuality and queer liberation. Songs like Make Me Feel and Pink celebrated fluid love and self-expression. The album's accompanying short film, also called Dirty Computer, was a visual masterpiece blending Afrofuturism with a powerful narrative about identity and freedom. Monet's fearless approach extends beyond music. As an actress, she starred in critically acclaimed films like Moonlight and Hidden Figures, breaking new ground for Black representation in Hollywood. Through it all, Monet has stayed true to herself, proving that authenticity is the ultimate superpower. She isn't just making music or acting. She's shaping culture and inspiring generations to live boldly and love freely. 7. Keenen Lonsdale. Keenen Lonsdale's rise to fame has been as inspiring as it has been empowering. After charming audiences with his roles in The Flash and Love, Simon Lonsdale publicly came out as queer in 2017. His heartfelt Instagram post spoke about embracing self-love, living authentically, and breaking free from societal expectations, a message that resonated with fans around the world and inspired countless others to be themselves. In Love, Simon Lonsdale played Bram, the sweet love interest whose character arc helped redefine LGBTQ+ representation in teen films. His role wasn't just acting, it was personal, reflecting his journey towards self-acceptance. Lonsdale has since become a role model for queer youth, using his platform to spread messages of love, acceptance, and joy through music, fashion, and activism. His bold red carpet looks and empowering songs like Rainbow Dragon continue to challenge norms and inspire millions. Fashion has also been a key part of Lonsdale's journey. From glittering Met Gala looks to daring red carpet outfits, he's turned fashion into a form of self-expression. His music career further highlights his creativity with tracks like Rainbow Dragon celebrating individuality. Lonsdale's journey reminds us that being true to yourself isn't just empowering, it's revolutionary. 8. Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes is a comedy legend whose sharp wit and fearless truth-telling have made her a household name. In 2008, she came out publicly while advocating for LGBTQ+ rights at a same-sex marriage rally. Her announcement shocked some, but inspired countless others. Sykes' comedy specials tackle everything from politics to personal life, blending humor with deeply honest storytelling. Her unique perspective as a Black gay woman has reshaped the comedy landscape. Whether on stage, in TV shows like Blackish, or in her Netflix special Not Normal, Sykes delivers laughs while challenging stereotypes. 9. Karamo Brown. Karamo Brown's journey from reality TV star to beloved cultural icon is a story of resilience, purpose, and heart. Before Queer Eye made him a household name, Karamo first gained fame in 2004 as the first openly gay Black man on MTV's The Real World, Philadelphia. At the time, LGBTQ+ representation on reality TV was scarce, and Karamo's visibility broke barriers. However, life after The Real World wasn't easy. For years, he struggled to find stable work in entertainment while battling personal setbacks, but Karamo never gave up. He turned his struggles into strength, becoming a licensed social worker and mental health advocate. When Queer Eye launched in 2018, his role as the culture expert wasn't just about offering lifestyle tips. It was about creating emotional and transformative experiences for others. Beyond TV, Karamo is an activist and motivational speaker dedicated to causes like LGBTQ+ rights, racial justice, and mental health awareness. His memoir, Karamo, My Story of Embracing Purpose, Healing, and Hope dives deeper into his life's journey, inspiring countless fans. Karamo's message is clear. No matter your struggles, healing and transformation are always possible when you lead with love and authenticity. 10. Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X burst onto the music scene with Old Town Road, but his journey to stardom has been anything but conventional. The genre-blurring track became a viral sensation, topping charts worldwide and earning him 2 Grammy Awards. But it wasn't just his music that made waves. It was Lil Nas X's unapologetic embrace of his identity. In 2019, during Pride Month, Lil Nas X came out as gay through a series of social media posts. This revelation was monumental, considering the often conservative and heteronormative landscape of hip-hop and country music. His openness challenged long-held stereotypes in both genres. Then came Montero, Call Me By Your Name, a provocative anthem celebrating queer love and self-expression. The song, paired with his visually stunning music videos featuring bold symbolic imagery, sparked global conversations about LGBTQ+ representation in mainstream media. Despite criticism from conservative circles, Lil Nas X never backed down. He doubled down on his authenticity with tracks like Industry Baby and unforgettable red carpet appearances. His confidence, creativity, and willingness to push cultural boundaries have cemented him as a modern-day icon, a fearless artist unafraid to rewrite the rules. 11. Tease Madison. Tease Madison's journey from internet sensation to a cultural icon is nothing short of remarkable. A pioneering voice in the LGBTQ+ community, she built her career through viral online content, where her larger-than-life personality and sharp wit earned her a massive following. Before fame, Tease Madison faced struggles as a transgender woman, navigating a world that wasn't always welcoming, but she refused to be silenced or hidden. Her candid videos, often infused with humor and empowerment, resonated deeply with LGBTQ+ audiences. Her catchphrases became cultural staples, and her transparency about her life helped normalize conversations around transgender issues. But she didn't stop there. Madison expanded into television, starring in the Tease Madison Experience, making her the first Black trans woman to have her reality show. Madison is also an advocate for transgender rights and representation in media. Her outspoken activism has helped shift societal perceptions of trans women, especially within Black communities. With numerous TV and film appearances, including a guest role on RuPaul's Drag Race, Tease Madison continues to inspire and uplift. Her life is a testament to resilience, talent, and the power of embracing who you are, unapologetically. 12. Angelica Ross. Angelica Ross is a force of nature. She's not just an actress, but also a trailblazing activist determined to uplift the transgender community. Before her breakout role as Candy Ferocity on Pose, Angelica was already making waves as the founder of TransTech Social Enterprises, a company dedicated to empowering transgender individuals through tech training and employment opportunities. Her career soared when Pose premiered, making history with the largest transgender cast ever assembled. Angelica's portrayal of Candy was raw, powerful, and heartbreaking, leaving an unforgettable mark on viewers. Her performance shone again in American Horror Story, 1984, proving her versatility as an actress. But Angelica's work extends far beyond the screen. She uses her platform to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, speaking at conferences, rallies, and even the White House. Her commitment to justice and equality has earned her widespread respect, making her a beacon of hope for countless fans. In an industry still catching up on representation, Angelica Ross continues to lead by example, showing that visibility can change lives and change the world. 13. Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels has never been afraid to tell bold, unapologetic stories that challenge societal norms. As one of Hollywood's most successful Black filmmakers, he's behind critically acclaimed works like Precious, The Butler, and Empire. His storytelling explores race, identity, and trauma in ways that resonate deeply with audiences. Daniels has been open about his struggles as a gay Black man in Hollywood. Early in his career, he faced rejection and discrimination, but his persistence paid off. His breakout success came with Precious, earning 6 Academy Award nominations, including Best Director for Daniels. The film tackled complex issues of abuse, poverty, and survival with unflinching honesty. His next major hit was Empire, a groundbreaking TV series centered around a powerful Black music family. The show's LGBTQ+ storylines, especially featuring Jamal Leon, broke barriers for queer representation in primetime television. Daniels' impact goes beyond entertainment. His openness about his struggles with addiction, trauma, and acceptance has made him a relatable and inspiring figure. He's not just telling stories, he's changing the industry from within, proving that authenticity and perseverance can lead to lasting success. 14. Miss Lawrence. Miss Lawrence's journey from celebrity hairstylist to entertainment star is one filled with flair, resilience, and undeniable talent. Known for The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Star, Miss Lawrence quickly became a standout with their larger-than-life personality and impeccable fashion sense. While initially recognized for hair and beauty expertise, Miss Lawrence's ambition reached far beyond the salon chair. Their acting debut on Star earned praise, with critics celebrating their raw and emotionally charged performance. As an openly queer artist, Miss Lawrence's visibility has helped redefine how LGBTQ+ performers are perceived in mainstream entertainment. What sets Miss Lawrence apart is their unapologetic authenticity. On and off screen, they've used their platform to advocate for LGBTQ+ representation, especially within Black communities. Their appearances on talk shows, award shows, and fashion campaigns consistently push boundaries. Miss Lawrence isn't just a reality TV personality or an actor. They're a cultural force, proving that talent and authenticity can shine brighter than any spotlight. 15. Don Lemon. Don Lemon's career as a journalist has been nothing short of groundbreaking. As a lead anchor on CNN, he has become one of the most recognizable faces in news media. In 2011, Lemon made headlines of his own when he came out publicly, becoming one of the few openly gay Black men in primetime news. Lemon's decision wasn't without risks. He was aware of the potential backlash, but felt it was important to live his truth, both personally and professionally. Since then, he has become an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, racial justice, and equality. His memoir, Transparent, details his life, struggles, and the importance of authenticity in a world often hostile to difference. Lemon's journalistic career spans decades, covering major stories like Hurricane Katrina, the George Floyd protests, and several U.S. elections. His fearless reporting, combined with personal vulnerability, has made him a trusted voice in American media. His impact isn't just about being in front of the camera. It's about standing up for what's right, even when it's uncomfortable. 16. Issa Rae, Ally. While Issa Rae isn't LGBTQ+ herself, she has used her platform to elevate Black queer stories in ways few others have. Her hit show Insecure has featured complex LGBTQ+ characters and narratives, breaking stereotypes with authenticity and grace. Issa's storytelling is rooted in real-life experiences, making her characters feel deeply human. By weaving LGBTQ+ themes into her shows, she's normalized Black queer representation on screen. Her success has opened doors for countless marginalized voices in Hollywood. 17. B. Scott. B. Scott has been blazing trails in the media industry for over a decade, redefining what it means to be unapologetically authentic. Known for their glamorous androgynous style, B. Scott first gained popularity through their YouTube channel in the early 2000s. Their candid storytelling, beauty tips, and celebrity interviews quickly caught on, making B. Scott was one of the first Black LGBTQ+ influencers to break into mainstream entertainment. B. Scott's journey hasn't been without challenges. In 2013, they faced a public legal battle with BET after being forced to change their appearance for a TV gig. The incident sparked a nationwide conversation about gender identity, expression, and LGBTQ+ representation in media. B. Scott didn't back down. They fought for their rights and eventually won a settlement. Today, B. Scott is a respected media personality and the first trans non-binary person to serve as an executive producer for BET. Their show 20's After Show with B. Scott has earned widespread acclaim. B. Scott's bold fashion, infectious personality, and relentless advocacy for equality have made them a beloved icon in entertainment. They continue to inspire others by living authentically and encouraging everyone to embrace their truth. 18. Mykki Blanco. Mykki Blanco is a fearless force in the music industry, constantly pushing boundaries with avant-garde performances and genre-defying music. Known for blending hip-hop, punk, and experimental sounds, Blanco has become a trailblazer in the LGBTQ+ creative space. From the start, Mykki refused to conform, emerging as a bold, non-binary performance artist whose work challenges societal norms and expectations. Blanco's early performances were underground sensations, mixing poetry, theater, and rap into explosive artistic statements. Their breakout came with the release of Cosmic Angel, the Illuminati Prince S, a mixtape that stunned the music world with its raw energy and unapologetic exploration of queer identity. Blanco's lyrics often dive into deeply personal themes, from mental health struggles to the complexities of gender and sexuality. In addition to their music career, Mykki Blanco has modeled for major fashion brands and appeared in international campaigns, bringing queer representation to the global stage. They continue to inspire through projects like Stay Close to Music, a deeply reflective and genre-bending album. With their unique artistry and fearless authenticity, Mickey Blanco proves that true creative freedom comes from embracing every part of who you are. 19. Ma Rainey, historical figure. Ma Rainey, often called the mother of the blues, was a music pioneer who lived life on her terms long before LGBTQ plus visibility was even a concept. Born in 1886, Ma Rainey was one of the first black musicians to achieve widespread fame, shaping the blues genre with her powerful voice and emotional storytelling. But beyond her music, she also broke barriers by openly referencing same-sex relationships in her songs, a bold act in the early 20th century. Her song Prove It On Me Blues is one of her most iconic tracks, with lyrics that suggest romantic relationships with women. At a time when queerness was hidden due to harsh societal taboos, Ma Rainey's openness was revolutionary. She performed in extravagant outfits often adorned with jewels and feathers, owning every stage she stepped on. Ma Rainey's fearless authenticity helped lay the foundation for generations of LGBTQ plus artists who followed. Her legacy lives on through artists like Bessie Smith, who was both a protege and rumored romantic partner. The film Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, starring Viola Davis, introduced her incredible story to a new generation, reminding the world of her unmatched impact on music and culture. 20. Big Freedia. Big Freedia is more than just a music star. She's a cultural icon who put New Orleans bounce music on the global map. With unmatched energy and an infectious personality, she's become one of the most celebrated LGBTQ plus figures in music today. Her high-energy performances, full of twerking dancers and electrifying beats, have turned concerts into unforgettable parties. Big Freedia, often called the Queen of Bounce, started performing in New Orleans' underground music scene before gaining mainstream success. Her collaborations with major artists like Beyoncé on Formation and Drake on Nice for What helped introduce bounce music to the masses. Despite her rise to fame, she's never forgotten her roots, constantly uplifting the LGBTQ plus community and advocating for LGBTQ plus and Black visibility in entertainment. Her reality show Big Freedia, Queen of Bounce, brought her larger-than-life persona into people's homes, showing both her career highs and personal struggles. Freedia's authenticity, resilience, and unshakable positivity have made her a beloved figure. She's not just an artist, she's a cultural movement, proving that being yourself is the ultimate key to success. 21. Brendan Scardecchio. Brendan Scardecchio may be a rising star, but his impact on the entertainment world is already being felt. As a model, actor, and activist, Scardecchio has become a voice for LGBTQ plus representation in fashion and film. His striking looks and undeniable talent have earned him spots in major campaigns and independent film projects that center on diverse, inclusive storytelling. What sets Scardecchio apart is his dedication to using his platform for advocacy. Open about his identity as a Black queer man, he's passionate about increasing visibility for LGBTQ plus creatives, particularly in fashion and Hollywood. His social media presence is a mix of bold photo shoots and thoughtful discussions about representation and equality. Though still early in his career, Scardecchio's trajectory points toward greatness. He's proving that you don't have to be a Hollywood veteran to spark change. His determination to shatter industry stereotypes and uplift marginalized voices makes him one to watch in the years to come. 22. Tituss Burgess. If there's anyone who can make you laugh, cry, and sing all in one breath, it's Tituss Burgess. Best known for his hilarious role as Titus Andromedon on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Burgess has captured hearts with his comedic brilliance and jaw-dropping singing voice. His breakout role earned him several Emmy nominations, but his journey to fame began long before the Netflix hit. A Broadway star through and through, Burgess has performed in iconic productions like The Little Mermaid, Guys and Dolls, and Jersey Boys. His powerhouse vocals and larger-than-life personality have made him a Broadway favorite. Off-screen, Burgess is also an LGBTQ plus activist, frequently speaking about self-love, acceptance, and the challenges of being a Black gay man in entertainment. Burgess's musical releases, including St. Titus, showcase his vocal range and his ability to mix humor with heartfelt emotion. Whether on stage or screen, he's a dynamic performer whose authenticity shines through in every role. His success reminds us that being yourself, no matter how unconventional, is the ultimate key to success. 23. Justice Smith. Justice Smith has quickly become one of Hollywood's most promising young actors. Known for his roles in The Get Down, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Detective Pikachu, he's proven himself to be a versatile and talented performer. In 2020, Smith publicly came out as queer in a powerful social media post advocating for Black LGBTQ+ lives. His coming out moment wasn't just personal, it was political. He used the opportunity to amplify voices in the Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ+ movements, calling for unity and equality. Smith's openness about his identity resonated deeply with fans and earned him even more respect in the industry. On screen, he continues to impress with dynamic performances in indie films like All the Bright Places and Genre Plus Ion. His career shows no signs of slowing down, and his advocacy for inclusivity in Hollywood makes him a role model for young LGBTQ+ actors everywhere. 24. Alex Newell. Alex Newell rose to stardom with unforgettable performances on Glee, where their powerhouse vocals and emotional depth left a lasting impression. Portraying the bold and talented Wade, Unique Adams, Newell's performances of iconic songs like If I Were a Boy and I Am Telling You I'm Not Going became instant fan favorites. Their ability to blend vulnerability with show-stopping stage presence made them one of the show's standout stars. Identifying as non-binary, Newell has used their platform to advocate for LGBTQ+ visibility, especially for non-binary and gender non-conforming individuals in the entertainment industry. After Glee, Newell expanded their career to Broadway, earning rave reviews for their role in Once on This Island, where their performance was hailed as groundbreaking and emotionally powerful. Newell's star continued to rise with their role as Mo on Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. The character, a soulful gender-fluid musician, was tailor-made for Newell's remarkable talent. Their emotional performances and heartfelt storylines resonated deeply with audiences, earning critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base. With their unstoppable talent and commitment to representation, Alex Newell has become a trailblazer in entertainment, proving that authenticity and artistic brilliance go hand in hand. Their journey continues to inspire countless fans around the world. 25. Pose Cast. The cast of Pose deserves a special place in history for revolutionizing LGBTQ+ representation on television. With stars like MJ Rodriguez, India Moore, Dominique Jackson, Billy Porter, and Angelica Ross, the groundbreaking FX series shattered stereotypes and brought authentic Black and Latinx transgender stories into the spotlight. The show, created by Ryan Murphy, Stephen Canals, and Brad Falchuk, set a new standard by casting transgender actors in leading roles, something almost unheard of in Hollywood before its debut in 2018. MJ Rodriguez's portrayal of Blanca Evangelista was the heart of the show, offering a story of love, resilience, and chosen family. India Moore's Angel and Dominique Jackson's fierce Electra commanded every scene they were in. Billy Porter's Emmy-winning performance as Pray Tell added depth and emotion to the series, making it unforgettable. The Pose cast didn't just play roles, they lived them. Many of the actors drew from personal experiences, making the show's narratives about acceptance, survival, and self-love even more powerful. Off-screen, they continued to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and trans visibility. Their collective impact on culture, fashion, and television is immeasurable, proving that authentic representation isn't just important, it's essential. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.